Yo,
Shout out to my good friend Darren. He just made a little quick intro for me. Welcome to In the Pocket Podcast, number one. This is something new, something different. I don't normally stream the Facebook at all, like at all. So welcome to the Facebook side of things. Oh, what's up, Darren? Thank you again for the intro, bro. Like
that
I
was dope.
appreciate it. Like, hey, honestly, I can't do nothing on this channel without bro. Like this one, and I was doing the streaming stuff before him, and he learned more about like making all of this stuff, like the intros and
Yeah,
bro, his streams.
that
I'd
was
be so
dope.
jealous of his layouts and stuff. I have yet to figure all that out because I don't have the patience to just sit there and do it. He
That was
does.
dope. Now let me
I do
ask one
not. But
question.
yeah.
Who was that on organ, bro? In that intro.
Oh, that's Jeff. That's Jeff all day. That's dog. That's the only
That is
person. That's the only person I gig with, bro. If
that.
he's on Oregon somewhere,
Hey,
best believe I'm somewhere. Like I'm not far. Like I'm on drums. If he's on
bro,
Oregon
got it.
somewhere, I'm on drums. Like for real.
Bro, got it.
What's up, Cameron? But yeah, this is something new. In the Pocket Podcast, we're just here. Just talking about drums, music in general, the culture around like gospel music and stuff. Like we were just backstage because one more person will be joining shortly when he gets to his studio, and I'm sure my boy has a lot of good stories from Nam because he's been out in LA doing his thing for a very, very long time, and we just now actually sat down to catch back up with each other because we ain't seen each other in years. But me and X, we just been sitting here just talking about the old days. Like didn't realize it's been almost what, like 14, 15 years since like we
Probably
had
15.
legitimately first met.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah. I was like
he used to
12.
I had yeah, I had a gig with his brother, like one of Chicago's great organists, Lerone Lewis. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
Um
shout out,
we
bro.
had a gig together, and you know, his little brother, he just used to come and hang out at the church. And I didn't even realize that it had been that long.
Man, like yeah, 15 years, bro. I was like 12, 13. Probably a freshman in high school, bro. If that, if that. I was probably seventh grade, dude.
No,
Coming
that's
in, but it was Bishop Tears, man, on 115th.
yep.
Man, I caught the end
Well,
of it,
honestly,
but y'all were
that was one of
amazing
the
there.
that was one of the best gigs that I had. Honestly, like I had so much fun. That the kit was definitely old.
What kit
I
was
think
it?
there was a was it a I think it was an old Sonar kit, or was it an old Pearl? But I just
I
know
don't
the
remember.
setup was like,
Was it like white or something?
yeah, it was
Like
white.
a
It was
yeah, it's
white.
like white. Yeah, yeah.
It was
Old
like
school.
12,
Yeah, old
16.
school 12. Yeah, bro. But you had that snare. You talked about that snare behind you,
That D
bro.
drum. Yep.
That's the
Shout
signature
out
snare
to
right there,
shout out
bro.
to Dewan, shout out to Dewan Watson. We swap snares, never swap back.
I don't think you should, bro.
No, I'm
That
not,
mug right there.
bro. This snare, bro.
Keep
If
that.
I have a gig somewhere, it don't matter. I've went through several snares since obtaining this one, and this one has always been my favorite. Like I'm
Now,
never, I, I'm never put nothing above this D drum joint, and I was never a D drum fan until I started playing that snare because I know he was endorsed with them at one point in time. So
the
I heard him
first
playing this
gig, yeah.
snare at New Zion Temple back in the day, and I just asked him like, bro, you gotta let me like borrow that joint, and he took one of my old, like it was a 13-inch Tama that he wanted that I had. So okay, it worked for me. I
13
had two of
inch.
them. I
What was
had
it?
two of them. Yeah, I had
13 by
two of
6
the
or something?
Tamas. Yep, I had two of those
Yeah,
Tamas, so it was like it was a I wouldn't miss one. So hey,
man. Keep that. I will not trade that back.
never,
Sorry to the bro. Sorry to the big
never.
bro. Nah. So what head are you using on that? On the top?
Uh, Evans HD Dry.
The HD drive. Okay.
I went through a like Evans phase on like all my snares, and like this HD Dry joint. I started I started feeling it, but my guy AD just put me on the heavyweight joint.
The heavyweight
We
is
put
smacking
that,
too, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
we put that on our snare at New Zealand Temple, and that joint's definitely smacking. So yeah, I decided to stick with that. But I don't normally put Evans on snares because I want everything to match except for the kick. If I'm doing like a normal setup, my go to heads would be like either Remo Emperors or Vintage Emperors. And then on my kick, I always have like the EMAD 2, the heavyweight joint.
Okay.
And then on my
Yeah.
snare, I put like a P4, um, a regular Emperor, something like that.
Simple
And then
stuff.
on the
Yeah.
bottom, of
True.
course, Ambassador Hazy all the time on the bottom of my snares, like all the time.
I'm more of a Remo guy, man. Got to stick with the crown, dude.
Bro, but Evans is not. Evans is not. I don't know where Evans got this reputation for just like being bad drum heads, but they're not bad.
They're not
Evans
bad.
has never
No.
been bad. Like I don't
No,
know
I
where they
agree.
got. I don't know where that reputation came from,
I
but
don't know.
Evans is not bad.
They're not bad at all. And I also feel like Evans are definitely easier to tune
They're easier to
rather
tune, and they
than
seem to be more
Remo.
durable.
Yeah, they definitely
But I
last a little bit long. Well, no, the Remos do last longer for me. For me, Remo stays longer. Evans, I would have to switch out, man. Frequently. And
really,
yeah, bro, that's me, bro. So that's why I kind of just stick with the crown, especially for sessions. Remo.
Sessions. Okay, yeah, Sessions. I give you that. But ring on
Remo.
that's gonna smack every time. And I can't lie. I cannot
Yeah.
lie. Whenever I got like drums in the studio, it's gonna be Remo all day. But on my blue I mean not my blue PDPs. What am I talking about? I wish I had a pair of those. On the previous kit I had, the red ones. I had those on there, and I was in here. I was cutting, and I'm just cutting fun stuff. But I was cutting a song, cutting a tune for a client or whatever, and I noticed. I'm like, okay, yeah, these joints is all tuned up, but it was the 12. The 12 was taking the brunt of the damage. I'm like, I'm not even hitting it like that.
For the Remo?
And then yes, it was it was just a regular, it was a regular Emperor. And then the head split on me. I'm like, this has never happened to me before. Like I'm
Must
like,
be using two B's for
no.
drumsticks, bro.
What sticks are you
I,
using? I use Extreme 5A's. Those the only Big Firth Extreme 5A's. Those are the only ones I use.
5A. Just a
Bro,
regular 5A.
too short. And what's crazy is I used to think that the Extreme 5A's were too long,
Yeah,
tall,
yeah,
too long,
yeah.
but they felt weird. They felt weird. But then it's that and that's before I started like literally like going into Guitar Center and like weight matching my sticks. Cause this was when JP Bouvet first like won the drum off or whatever. And he came to Guitar Center, met him. He gave me a couple pairs of his sticks, and he was with
That was like
Vic Firth at the time.
2014, bro.
Yeah, so he gave me a few pairs of his sticks, but of course he's not gonna give you the good pairs. He's not gonna give you the good pairs. He gave me a couple pairs. They were not weight matched at all. So I'm sitting, I'm like, dog, these feel terrible. I'm like, Extreme, I'll never use these. But like as time went on, I'm like, okay, the regular 5A's. I need that extra reach because I find myself like choking up all the way on the sticks. And by the time I get the stick in my hand, like it's finna fly out. So I started weight matching. I'm like, this works out a lot better. And like buying sticks, going to the store the other weekend and spending almost 15, $70, almost $70 on 4 pairs of sticks, bro.
4 pairs of sticks, yeah.
Bro, that was
like $16.
Bro, and I looked at it, it's only Vic Firth that really went up.
Yeah. It's a sad time, man.
What's up, bro?
Sad time. What up, man?
What's up, Justin? They aren't bad, but to me, they don't last as long as Remo quality.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, choose what you choose,
Crazy. I went through a bunch of companies, ProMark, Minor, especially Calvin. Calvin's signature, they feel like Extreme 5A's to me, except with a barrel tip. They feel like Extreme 5A's.
Okay,
I
okay.
can use Calvin stick, but with me, for some reason, I can't switch sticks. It's
Okay.
just
It'll
something.
slow
It's
you
just
down, right?
it'll slow me
It's like you
down,
it's
and
like you
it's
it's
like
like you reset.
it's yeah, and it's like something locks
Yeah.
up in my arms. I
Yeah,
can't switch.
bro.
I can't switch
Gotta
sticks. I thought it was
what you
just me.
practice with, what you no.
I'm like, am I having like a blood flow issue right now? Like, why does
No,
this
what you
hurt?
practice with is what you actually need to perform with. For
Yeah,
real.
like
Like,
I can't switch sticks at all. It has to be an extreme 5A or at least something closer to it. It
okay.
has to be something closer to it.
Right.
I don't know why I'm like that. I just
I
am.
don't think you're the only one. Yeah, I'm the same. Because once I choose a different pair, nah, I'm not even energized the same, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta
Bro,
stick with the same
I will
5A.
go in, and honestly, I'll even do I've even started when you go in GC, you know, Chicago cats, they're gonna go in there, they're gonna buy up every single pair of Extreme 5As. It don't matter how much they cost, they're gonna be gone. I've even started buying the nylon tips. And bro,
What?
like
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, bro. I ain't
the Extreme
saying
5A nylon tips, they feel this. If I have to,
early
if I have
2000
to,
drummer. Early
if I
2000.
had, bro, and honestly, I felt the same way, but it's like, dog, I need some sticks. These are the only sticks that they got right here. The Extreme 5As. Let me go ahead and grab these. I'll grab those and I'll be set. I don't care. Like, of course, when I'm playing, people tell me like, bro, are you using nylon tips? Yes. What about it? It's getting the job done. That's all I care about. It's getting the
Nah,
job
man.
done.
Nah, you know that's not popular, man.
It's not, but I mean,
Not in this gospel world.
yeah, but it's like, hey, it's gonna get the job done at the end of the day. That's
True.
all I care about. Like, I'll pull out a
Yeah.
pair of nylon tips in a minute. Like, hey, it was
No,
funny
I
the
don't
first
think I've
few
ever.
times though, because I was playing New Zion Temple, service at New Zion Temple, and I was playing with nylon tips. Christian turned around, he's like, "Don't be leaving no marks on the cymbals with those." I said,
Man,
I can't
same,
do nothing
man.
about it.
That's rough. I ain't gonna say.
Bro, like if you go, but that's why I stopped depending on Guitar Center for sticks. I will go on Amazon and order a brick in a minute. And honestly, the price of sticks, I rather pay that 150 for a pack of 12 that I know the majority of them are going to be weight matched. Majority of them are going to be weight matched. And the pack will, if I buy a pack right now, it'll last me till about mid-March.
Yeah, from Amazon. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it'll last me till about mid-March, and then I'll order another one. I was doing that for a while, but then they started changing up where they get them from. It'd be several online stores. So it's like, yeah, I
Now,
don't.
is it the same price, bro?
It's the same.
On Amazon.
It's the same. It's the same price. Like it varies between like probably 120 and 150. It varies. But
Man,
hey, at the end, it's worth it because I don't. It's worth it because I don't have to buy sticks for a while.
For a while, yeah. It's definitely better to buy in bulk. Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Christian? Yeah, Vic Firth definitely the only ones who price went crazy. Yeah, because I'm sitting there. I said maybe I should switch to Zildjian or Vader. They joint still, $11, $12. Vic Firth almost 16.
Bro, it like, is 16, man.
Bro, like, and that's
just insane. For one pair.
Just for one. A pair of sticks that's probably gonna break. The first bump we do is gonna break.
Bro, hey man, what? It's not even gonna make it to the bump, bro.
Oh, cymbal swells is gone.
It's not even gonna make it to the bump, bro. It's not.
Bro, I kid you not. Like I was doing cymbal swells one time and the stick broke on me. I said, Vic Firth, what are you doing? And they upped the price. They upped the price because of it's getting more expensive to cut down the trees that they use. But at the same time, y'all ain't using the same type of wood. You're not putting in that same type of care. These companies have dropped the ball a lot. And that's all around with like all equipment. All equipment, they dropped the ball. I can go to like the sound side of things. I've had I bought a Behringer the XR XR18.
Yeah.
That's what I use to record. Like I have another one that's coming, but the first one I did, it broke. Like it broke out of nowhere. And it's not like it wouldn't turn on. It's not like it wouldn't function. I took it out because I had to take it to my church because we were doing some recording. So we recorded a few things, took it out. It was working fine at the church, connected to my MacBook just fine. I bring it back home so I could cut my drum portion. I can't do anything. I can't get any readings off of it unless I have everything soloed. Yeah.
Like
So I
soloed
call
in the
like
DAW.
yeah, like everything has to be soloed. Like yeah. So I'm trying to figure. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, is there an update? I'm checking Behringer's website. No update. No nothing. I'm on the app for the like so I could see the faders and stuff. I'm like, this is what is going on. So I called Behringer. They're like, yeah, we don't know what's going on. Yeah, I took it up to Guitar Center, was doing the same thing up there. So I'm like, what is going? I said, this has never happened before. And literally, nobody knows. Nobody knows what happened. I could not cut unless I went into the Behringer XR app, soloed it there, and then went into Logic, had to solo it there. Wouldn't nothing pop up unless I did that. Do you know how annoying that is?
I mean, at least it worked that way.
It worked that way until it didn't. Until it didn't.
Yeah,
For some
you
reason,
gotta
that
get you
caused
another one.
some terrible delay. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense.
I mean, was it the DAW? Did you change DAWs? Did you try to go to like Pro Tools?
Bro, I don't know what happened. I plugged in a mic, plugged in my headphones, and just started talking to see what was going on. I put my little Focusrite into Logic to make sure that it wasn't Logic tweaking. Worked normal. I said, what is happening? I took it to my dad. My dad was like, he'll take it to, try to take it to somebody. Because my dad does, that's where I got my love for audio from, was my pops. He's like, I'll try to take it to somebody. He ended up just letting the dude. I'm like, dude can keep it if he can try to figure it out. I'm not gonna worry about it. I just get another one. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna keep something that's gonna potentially mess up on me again. But I'm gonna just get another one. I'm just not taking it out the house because I don't know if taking it out the house did something.
Right.
I ain't gonna risk that.
Right.
My boy Nate is on. What's up, Nate? You play with 7As? Those too small.
Depends on the gig, bro.
True.
I feel like it might just depend on the gig, or like
True.
the size of the church or whatever.
That's true. What's up, Naruto? Starting another podcast. How many podcasts does this man have now? What about 5Bs?
This might be your third one.
Yeah, I think it is
5Bs?
like third or fourth. I don't know. But 5Bs, I'll use those to practice. No, 5Bs. I'll use two. I'm thinking about 2Bs. I used to use 2Bs to just practice, just so I could have that extra weight. Like I needed that weight to get my speed up. But
Some marching
5Bs,
drumsticks.
I'll use an extreme 5B. Those are like in this like regular 5Bs, they're just like they're too fat. So like again, pause. Fat and short ain't like no, I can't. I like no, like those are I extreme 5As. They just have. I don't know what it is. They just feel good. Pause. Like it's odd.
Son. I can't. Yo, you got it. Yo, son.
But you get what I mean.
Son.
Yes, Justin, Amazon will have you straight for a minute, like for real. Dope sticks, I want to try dope sticks, but whenever I go on there, I can't play with the with the coated joints. And that's crazy because I used to be obsessed with like the Dave Weckl joints back when I was like a kid in high school. I used to have my stick bag was just full of the burgundy joints.
Oh man,
my bag was full of the burgundy joints. For some reason, I was obsessed with those. I don't know why, but I was. But I can't play with like painted sticks. My hands sweat too much. I don't want to drop it, and it just again pause. The grip don't feel right. The grip does not feel right, and that's another thing. how do people play with the sticks that have like the black grip on them already? Like I will never understand that. Like how Zildjian used to make those. Do they
Yeah,
still
yeah,
make
yeah, yeah.
those?
Um, you know what, bro? I don't even be in GC like that no more, man.
I don't
I just
blame
order
you.
my stuff in bulk,
And
bro.
bro,
Um,
ever
so
since
I
the
can.
pandemic, that's how it's been. And honestly, I be feeling bad. I be because my guys like Guitar Center. That's my place.
Not
I used
too
to,
much,
especially
yeah.
the one in Country Club Hills. I used to
Oh,
work
okay.
there, so everybody in there. My dad's been taking me there since I was a kid. Been in that store since it opened, and it pains me to see the state of Guitar Centers as a whole.
Yeah, yeah. And it was actually going down before the pandemic, bro. Um,
With them, Sam Ash, even like the used stores like Evolution Music, stuff
ooh,
like that.
yeah. Now Evolution, that's where I got this bass from. Evolution.
The one over there,
Featherweight in
yeah,
Orland.
bro, before they moved, that first location that they had right there in Tinley,
Right.
I found, bro, they used to have kits in there
Maybe
all
that
the
was the one I got
time.
this one from. Yeah, yeah. When they were in Tinley, that's where I
Yeah,
got this bass from.
bro, do you know
Dude,
how I found an Orange County kit in there? I found a Pearl kit, and I
man,
bought
it's the
every
same
single
ones.
one. I found some subwoofers in there. They was like it was
Got
like
everything, bro.
a dual like 218. It was dual 218 cabs.
They got everything, and you can put it on layaway if you need to. You
Do
know
they
what I'm
still do? Do
saying?
they still do layaway? Or did
Yes,
they change it? Because I
they
and
still
then
do it, bro.
oh sweet, I did not know that.
I yes, bro. I go to Evolution a lot for just certain gear here and there. They may have
I
some
need
good
to
drums in there.
I need
Yeah,
to I need to go back because like Evolution, it feels like they fell off to me too. They don't have
they
like they
did.
have
Yeah,
good gear, but they don't have what they used to have
not what they
like
used to
back
have.
in the day.
Yeah, not what they used to have when they were in Tinley Park. Yeah,
But that's
in
because
Tinley Park, man.
they
They
stopped buying in stuff because the guy that works like he told me straight up, he's like, bro, like we're we're trying to keep these doors open. So we can't be buying in a lot of inventory if we don't have the space.
oh, okay, okay.
So
Well,
they trying to keep the doors open.
they did change like their size of the store
Yeah.
that's in their south location. Um, so they probably had to do that because they don't
Yeah.
have that much room anymore. That Tinley building was huge, so of course they had a lot of gear. They had to keep those shelves full.
Yep. They
Um,
and they had like you could go in there, like you could have jam sessions in there. People was holding lessons in there. Like, do they still
oh,
do
I
that at
didn't
the new
know.
location? Yeah, like
I
the
didn't know.
when you first walked in, they had all them rooms right there. They was doing lessons in there. Like they had a whole legitimate studio like towards the front.
Yeah, maybe
I
that was a
always thought that was
different one I
dope.
went to. Yeah, but I don't think they do that one anymore, especially at this new
Dang.
location that they're at. And I think it's like Midlothian or something like that. It's something like that, like close to Crestwood. Um, I don't know.
I remember Dewan was Dewan was selling those sticks. That was a real dope idea, especially for like the kids that wanted some sticks. I know he was signing them and stuff. That was really dope. I always thought that was
Yeah,
dope, especially since Dewan was one of my mentors when I was coming in and trying to just get better on the gospel scene of things. Because in my mind, I was just always gonna be stuck as like a jazz band drummer, and I
I
didn't
didn't
want
even
that
know
to
that you did
happen.
jazz, man. I
Bro,
didn't know.
my first legitimate teacher for drums was YL Douglas. That was my band, like one of the greatest band directors out here in this area. He's in Vegas. He's teaching in Vegas now. Playing drums for Barry Manilow at the moment, like on tour with Barry Manilow. So like all I did was play jazz. All I wanted to do was play drums in band, but my parents made me wait until I got into high school. Like, bro, as a kid,
Ah,
only time I played drums was at home. I had to learn how to play trumpet, bro. Don't judge me. My parents said they wanted me to do something. I had to
I
learn
ain't
how to play
judging you, bro.
trumpet.
Music is music, man.
And I initially I hated it. But playing something from 5th grade all the way into 8th grade, you develop
Can
a
you,
love for it.
can you still play?
I
You
I
coming
couldn't
out here lying, bro.
I could not I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I wouldn't remember how to properly hold a trumpet. Like,
Yo, that's funny, man.
But I asked my dad, I was like, what did you, because they had my brother play it too when he got of age to get banned. I was like, what did you do without trumpets? He said, man, I sold them a long time ago. I said, well, why? He's like, man, I sold them when y'all got in high school. I knew y'all was just gonna get on the drum line.
Oh man,
Bro,
that's funny.
I could not wait. As soon as I got in high school, I told my dad, I was like, hey, this trumpet stuff is dead. Like it's over with. It's over with. Like it's no way I was gonna stay just playing trumpet. Like, I could. Like, it's a good skill to have, but it's not something that. And like I see like all these horn players out here. I wish I would have stuck with it. That would have been another line of income that I could have kept. But I didn't think that there was room for that in like the the gospel scene or even the R&B scene. I didn't think it was room for that. I was online watching. I was online watching all these other drummers, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to do that. I want to be out here gigging. And now it's to the point where it's like, I don't even feel like gigging half the time, which is crazy. I never thought that I would be to this point. I mean, and it's a reason I got to that point, but it's like I'm getting my mind back straight. I'm trying. You see, I finally set my kit back up. I'm ready to get back into it. I'm about to be 34. I could still put out a couple more. I could put out a couple more videos. I could do a few more gigs.
You sounding like you 65 or 70 or 80.
Bro, I got gray hairs. I got 4 kids and my bro. You really sit back and think like all these younger drummers that are coming up. Like think about you got people like Sir and Trey Sanders and all of them, and even younger from from all across the world. All these dudes, they come at Maurice Fears, bro. David Fears.
Yeah, man. These kids are different, bro.
Bro, they're coming out of the womb,
teaching.
Chilling.
They out here teaching.
Bro, giving full blown master classes.
Yeah, bro. On one tune.
Bro, on one tune, like you just scroll down your Instagram feed and you just see these young cats. And that's crazy that we're calling them young cats. Because at one point in time, people was calling us that.
Yeah.
Like they just like they come out the womb killing, and that's just crazy. It's like, why wasn't I doing that? But it's like they have so much. Like some things is like some kids just come out like extremely gifted. But again, I remember, especially with Trey, like dudes on another level. I remember him sitting in Greater Harvest when I'm filling in, and he's sitting behind me. I did not know dude played drums.
I just remember him from you, bro.
Yeah, I just remember him being the young kid that I always would see shout.
Yeah.
Next couple of years, he's out chopping. He's out chopping fully grown men.
Yes, sir.
And bro, it's like he don't run out. Like I've never heard him play the same thing twice.
That's that talent, man. He's gifted.
Yep. Cats like Jalen Kraut, Jerron, all of them. Like I sit back and bro, Chicago. It's one thing people can never take from Chicago, and it's just the caliber of musicians that this city breeds, bro. I'm saying this city like I'm not sitting in Hammond right now.
Now, are you from Hammond?
I'm not from Hammond. I was born in St. Louis, but I grew up in like Matson. I grew up in the south suburbs.
I can't call you a Chicagoan, bro. Now,
I'm a South suburban.
Granted, you used to hang around a lot of Chicago drummers and Chicago musicians and stuff like that. So, you basically won.
I think, but then I did have that brief stint where I moved to Indianapolis, and I think I became a Indianimal. I'm like, I don't know. I don't
Indy, bro.
I moved to Indy from like 2019 to 2022.
Before the pandemic, you moved?
I moved before the pandemic. I was in Indy for the entire pandemic. Yeah. Like when I really started posting like drum content.
Okay, that's
when I really started doing that. That was in Indy. And I honestly, I owe that all. I owe that all to Lacey.
Now,
Lacey came to the crib and set me up straight.
now was he doing the drum mixes as well?
He showed me how to do it. That's when I got heavy into like working Logic because I didn't know how to work Logic.
Okay,
I just knew how to work I could EQ for a church service, make sure everything was straight. But I didn't know anything about like working Logic or Pro Tools or anything like that. So he came through the crib, showed me what to do, and then Alex Johnson showed me how to. He was showing me how to work Logic as well. Like showed me how to set up like a basic template. That way I wouldn't have to keep going back in and just remixing all my stuff. They both showed me their different. They showed me their different methods, and gave me some tips. And then it basically was like, use what you do in a live setting, but just apply it to this. And I was like, oh, like it's so much more simpler. Once I figured out how to do that, I was doing it on my own. So I just took what they gave me, took what I already knew, and just combined it. So it got easier. It got easier. I started to love like just like mixing, like doing a mix on my computer. I just started to love that. Like I would do that all day, every day. I'd come home every week after because I was traveling back and forth because I still did my gigs out here. So I was recording the band at my church. I would record what we did every week and just take it home and just mess around with the mix. That's how like just perfected my ear on that end. Like it was that was so much fun. Like I miss like this little version, cool, but I miss having like I had like 3-4 kits in the room, like just stacked up in the corner. Bro, I had all four. I honestly I did not. Like my wife used to hate if I came home with before we moved back, I had bought a Pearl Vision kit from they had a music around out there. They had a music around, bro. It was so crazy. Like by my job out there, they had a music around like next door to that was a Guitar Center. And then literally around the corner was a Sam Ash. Bro, they had all the gear I needed. And
I miss Sam
those
Ash,
were
bro.
stocked.
I miss Sam Ash.
Bro, Sam Ash was so goated. I got my first
ever
kit from Sam Ash.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Guitar Center when Sam Ash was on Cicero in Burbank, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about Guitar Center.
Bro, Sam Ash was where everybody went. And I know like a few of my parents' friends like was working at Sam Ash at the time too. So like I had got my first ever like legitimate kit. It was a Yamaha Stage Custom Advantage kit. It was like a burnt orange leading into like a dark brown. And that's when they were still cutting the times kind of long. So that's how you know that was a minute ago. Bro, I missed that.
Those times no more, bro.
Nope.
But short times now.
But that's when I had fell in love with like a Yamaha kit.
Yams are cool.
What's up, Christian? Oh, them Visions, Pearl Visions was always slept on. Pearl Vision was always slept on. Always. Pearl Vision, bro. They still smack. This guy, Jay Hilliard, shout out to JD's drum shop, like JD's drum closet. I remember when he first posted his first video with the Pearl Visions that he bought and the mix that he put on there. Bro, Pearl makes good drums. Pearl just makes good drums. Yeah, that's a good pick. What is your favorite, like your favorite drum companies? Like cymbals, sticks, like heads, everything. What are your go-tos?
My go-tos, what I have a Mapex Armory. I love
Mapex. People slept on Mapex drums for so long.
Bro, I use Mapex for Nate Martin and Science Session. It got me through. So Mapex, Remo, Emperors, clear. Definitely clear. Now I would do coded, maybe for some studio stuff that just makes a little bit more sense for the mix. Remo, Imps, P77 on my snare. Gotta have that P77. I love
P77. Do you remember when people were just dogging out P77?
Man, I don't care. If that joint sound good, bro, I'm using it. Man, I ain't listening to nobody, bro.
I'll feel you.
Zildjian, bro. Zildjian all around. OCD heavy for for all of that, man. And
Which Zildjians though? Which ones you going with?
so my main, right now my main is cluster. It's an 18-inch cluster. And then I have
I love it, bro. When they came out with the cluster crash.
Yo, that cluster, bro.
Bro, I love the cluster. I love cluster crashes. I can't even lie.
It got some oil in it, bro. I have a dark 19-inch on my right side. I still got that same ride, bro, that you hate, that projection ride.
Ah. Well, I hate. I don't know why. I just hate those rides. I don't know why.
Ride. 21. And I forgot my hats, bro. Got for I think it's some sweet style 14-inch. Yeah.
Okay. What you know about sticks though?
Vic first 5A.
5A. You gotta try Extreme 5As at least once.
It might just depends on the church,
or even the freestyles. Even the freestyles.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Probably when they came out with the freestyles, I'm like, did y'all just try to remake the Extreme 5A?
Yeah, I think so. But
and just throw a name on it.
Because when I was working there, bro, that's when the freestyles first came out, and everyone was getting their freestyle 5Bs though. They weren't touching the 5As.
It was something about the taper. It was something about the taper that they put towards the top that was weird to me.
Man, I don't know. But I just didn't want to use those sticks, man. I
don't blame you. I used them one time. They just kept breaking. Like I said, nah.
With the 5A.
Hey, so for me, I'm a little bit different, and everybody likes to talk about the fact that like you never keep the same kit. Like they'll never see me with the same kit, because since I've been buying my own drums, I've had a Yamaha Stage Custom, had a Orange County, I've had a Pearl Session Custom. I've had 2 Pearl Session Customs. And I've had a Pearl Masters. Dang, I missed that Pearl Masters. I did Kamar's last session on that. Bro? I had the blue with the silver racing stripe on it. I miss that kit. I
spent some bread.
Yeah, I definitely, bro. I spent the last of my tax money on that joint 1 year.
That's that Masters, bro.
So I had that. I had the white PDP concept maples. I've had the red concept maples, and now I have these concept maples.
Concept.
I've had 3 Yamahas. I've had 3 Yamahas in my lifetime. So yeah, but
I've only had Pearl, man. Pearl and Mapex.
But I think my go-tos for anything, it would have to be PDP. I just love the way they cut. I love it. It's just something about it. I love the way PDP cuts. But like at the various churches I play for, it's either gonna be a Pearl kit there or it's gonna be a Yamaha. Like my main gig, my main 11 o'clock, we have a Yamaha Stage Custom in there. For cymbals, of course, I'm endorsed with Soul Tone. Did not plan on that happening, but it's handling business for my church. It just opened up it trust me, they said just set it up. They said they can set it up whenever. It's just I gotta find the time. I really have to find the time.
Man, you gotta get out there, bro.
Bro, I want to, and I want to, and honestly, I probably will. Like that's a plan for that. That's a goal for this year, especially with the critic stuff. A lot of the stuff takes place out in California. So if one of those things just coincide with the other, I definitely take that trip. Like me and my rep, her name's Laura. Like she's amazing. She's helped me with stuff for the church. Like between both locations, she's helped me set up the stuff to get the church stuff that they needed symbol wise, and then even just for my own personal stuff. Like that, they cool. Like people sleep on them, and I would say Soul Tone only gets that reputation of, oh my God, this stuff is trash, because, and I thought the same way, they endorse anybody. And that's the way it seemed back in the day.
Do they?
But I don't.
They've had some credible names, man.
They had some credible names.
They've had some credible names.
They've had some credible names. And out of all these other companies that started popping up after them, I think the only ones that really stick around was like Soul Tone, TRX, and Domain. Those are the three that have been the most consistent. You have the companies, like Trexis that tried to pop up, and then even Tonum. And I was with Tonum, but I certainly left. Bro, Tonum was the worst business experience ever. I'm talking, I ordered my crashes when it was cold outside, and I didn't get them until the summertime, bro. Like, the business on that was horrible. And then the guy that was running the company got exposed for shoddy business practices with like one of their biggest reps at the time, with their US rep. And when I tell you, he dogged them out on an Instagram live and like they stuff, it sounded good, but bro, they couldn't even get in touch for a warranty or something. Like, I bought an ozone for them that kind of looked like a like one of the aero crashes from Sabian.
Yeah.
I took it to Ken Berman to get it try to get it repaired. He's like, dog, this is shoddy workmanship. Like, he went through all the holes. All the holes, they weren't sanded down properly. Okay, he said it's like that whole thing was just, it was a horrible experience all around, which is why I was apprehensive about Soul Tone. Me personally, I don't care about endorsements, but I found it to be a blessing because I didn't have to reach out to sign up for this, like, at all. I didn't have to. The opportunity came to me. Man, I didn't have to reach out to sign up for that. So I'm like, okay, and it was like, I just literally scrolled through my phone and seen the email. This lady was like, basically like, hello, Lance, what's up? We've seen the content that you've posted. We've done business with you in the past. We want to offer you, our endorsement deal, yada, yada, yada. And, I talked about it. I talked to my wife about it, talked to my parents about it. I prayed about it. And I'm like, hey, why not? I can't turn down every opportunity.
I think the only spot where I still hear Soul Tone.
What's up, Kurt?
What up, Kurt? I think DJ at Greater Harvest still got that Soul Tone ride symbol. I think it was
a Soul Tone up there. What kind? What was the? Do you remember which one it was?
I don't, but I think it's still up there, bro. So I'm gonna figure it out.
But I will say,
yeah, that was the first time I ever seen Soul Tone in person and live, bro. Was at GH. Yeah. And
well, cool if you listen to new NZT Hammond, you're gonna hear him every week, and then soon hereafter,
so that's what they use. Okay.
Yeah, so soon hereafter, you're gonna be hearing it for Indy too. You're gonna be hearing it for Indy.
Really? So
and the line that they had me pick.
Are you just getting the church?
The church was getting them before me, but I just started handling the business for the drum stuff. I handled like the return when they had cracked, and that's how I got cool with the lady. So once I got cool with him, that's how I ended up with him.
Now,
so
I think I did one gig with GH, and we had came all the way out there. And I seen you. It was at a hotel though.
The Ignite conference. That was the conference.
What was up there?
That was night. The back. That was it was backline. They had K's. Like, it wasn't even a real ride. Like, it was a crash ride. But honestly, bro, that K crash, I said, oh my God, yes.
Whatever that setup was,
bro. No,
whoever that was, yes, sir.
Bro, that
setup was cool, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, like that, like the whole backline situation for the Ignite conferences, like every year is dope. Like, I remember like the first time that we actually did it in the hotel, I think that was 2023. We had a shout out to my guy Terrence. Like, I got cool with him, and that's how I even got on Soul Tone. Because when we were told about the backline situation, and they told us, yeah, it's gonna be Soul Tone symbols. I said, Soul Tone symbols. Seriously? I said, So like, I came in there with my bag of crashes. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna play these. Bro, sat down, played them joints. I'm like, these aren't bad. Like, that's how I knew I had to stop listening to, and in my life, that goes for every single aspect, even for like my film critic side and like the pop culture side of things. I form my own opinion. I started forming. That's been my biggest pet peeve for the past few years. Form your own opinion.
So is that Soul Tone back there?
Yep.
Now I
Yep.
don't really know too much about Soul Tone, bro. And are you
It's
talking about
certain
Soul
lines.
Tone
It's
right
cer-
now?
it's
I
certain
wouldn't
it's certain
mind.
lines. It's certain lines that I deal with, like the extremes, which is like the ride and the hats. They kind of remind me of like a K custom, like the
All
K
right,
custom, like how
all
you
right,
have like the natural like skirt, but towards the bill is like a brilliant type
okay.
finish, or it might be even be in reverse. I can't think of it right now, but on the symbols where you can see like the rivets, and honestly, that goes with any symbol that's a natural finish. In my experience, that's why I don't really buy natural finish crashes. I always buy brilliant. Um, with the rivets, they crack easier. They crack very easy, and honestly, right now this ride, it's like it's customized. I had a crack cut out of it. The same way with the hats, it's customized. They sound dope though. They sound amazing. Like with a hole in it, it sounds great. But I'd stay away from that's the extreme line. I don't buy any more extremes. I stick with either the explosion series or the natural heavy hammered. They sound great.
Let me see.
And honestly,
Cause I wouldn't
I'm
mind,
still
bro.
trying to
For real.
figure out like which line that I like. So and give me about March. Y'all gonna till March. Y'all gonna see me just I'm doing an unboxing video with the order that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna have a little bit of everything in it.
Okay, man. Because for real, I would not mind like just
Kurt,
purchasing some Soul
Kurt,
Tones.
I
Gospel
just I
series.
was just
Okay,
talking to
let me
I was
see.
Kurt, I never tried the gospel series. Like I've heard about it, but I never tried it because for me, I it's just the name that turned me off.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I
Because it's
got you.
like, this is just meant for the church dudes. Like, I'm like the gospel series. No, no, not for me. Explosion series is great. The explosion hats are great. Right now at the church, we got an explosion ride that's a 20-inch. Oh, the brightness on that joint is amazing. 20-inch ride, bro.
A
This is
20
a
inch.
22 inch. This is a 22-inch.
Why don't you want to switch that out, man?
No. I would if I could, but since Nate plays there every week, I'm not taking this joint back in there with this with these rivets. He's the one that cracked it, so
Understood. So they have a
I can't
worship
risk that,
series, bro.
bro. That I stay away from that too. It's just something. It's just something about the
I mean,
names,
I'm
bro.
not. I'm not.
It's
You know what I'm
something about
saying?
the names. I can't get with it. It's the names. It's the name worship and God. I just feel like you're targeting a certain audience. I don't know.
True.
I know Armand. I know you're endorsed with them
It's
as
my
well.
boy,
Like what
man.
series are you using, bro?
You know, he's my tech, bro.
Tell him to bring you some soul tones. What's up, Flash Freak? The
I
drummer at
don't
my
know.
church fell off his throne when playing. That's happened before. That's happened to me before. Purely accidental, but it's happened to me before. You you never had no seat malfunctions, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. But I ain't gonna talk about him.
I think we've all experienced that.
Now,
Yeah,
when I was
which ones
watching,
you looking at?
when I was watching, like videos back in the day with Soul Tone, that heavy hammer, those heavy hammers
Bro,
are cool, bro.
that be in a couple of weeks. Watch NZT Indy and you're gonna hear
the,
those. You're gonna hear
that
those.
heavy hammer,
Kelly,
they onto
bro,
something.
I
Now
kid
that
you not.
FXO, that
Shout out to Kelly Williams. He just put me on
okay,
that line.
yeah, bro, the heavy hammer,
I
bro.
knew nothing about that. I
Yes,
knew nothing about that. He
that
just put
heavy
me on that
hammer,
line.
bro. Sting. I will put one of those as my main, bro. I'll be
Yeah,
stupid. I'll be weird, bro. And heavy hammer main.
bro.
And I'm
No,
annoying y'all.
no, the natural though. That's the only. That's the one I'm looking at.
Okay. Well,
The natural heavy hammers.
I would do a natural like prototype ride though. That's just me.
Extreme and explosion. Ugh. I like explosions, but extremes. In my experience with the extremes, like even with the crashes, they crack easily for me. But I think it depends on the player as well.
Those explosions, yeah. I probably would do the explosion.
Bro, the explosions,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Man, look,
But
bro, you got me sitting here finna move
you doing
over.
you doing your research. Hey, but hey, it
Finna
works.
have me. Nah, bro.
You might as well, bro.
Because I
Like
really
you
do
might
like
as
that
well.
heavy hammer, bro. That
Bro,
line.
you might as well. Like I kid, like it, yeah. And they work, bro. They definitely work.
Hear me out. And then get an explosion China 16.
Bro, I think I got me a 12-inch China coming, but I got them in Indy. James wanted an 18-inch China.
Oh, he trying to hurt somebody, bro.
Bro, James is the type that'll just sit there, just that. Wow.
He trying to hurt somebody, bro. 18.
No, it's just like, and I'm glad China's made a resurgence, because like growing up, you would see them in churches, but like they started going away. But I'm glad they came back.
It's definitely used in Europe a lot because when I was on tour out there in Europe, I had a 16. They had something different, bro, like UFIP out there, bro. And it was smacking out there, bro. And it changed my life, man. Came back home. I want a China now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have a China in my arsenal.
I need one too. Armand says he slide swipes his symbols. I started trying to do that more too.
Well, to keep them from cracking, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then, heavy-handed folks don't need light stuff. That is also true. That is also true, bro. I kid you not. The funeral I did, like I said, it was straight quartet groups. Watching them just wail on the HHX Extreme crash that I had up there, bro, I was crying. I said, please.
I don't even know why you got that up there, bro. You tripping.
I was using it for myself because all the church had was a XSR 16.
I'm using it.
I didn't want that as my main because I didn't want to crack it. So I put my own crash. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, I opened the program. I said, Jesus, all these quartet, I said, they got their own bands. I'm like, I'm grateful for that. I'm glad they had their own bands. But dog, watching quartet drum, bro, the quartet side of church is a whole different world. But I tell you, they said, smack. I said, I'm watching the cymbal just hit the back of the cymbal stand because it was the drums are set up on a Gibraltar rack, and you know how setting up cymbal stands on them joints go.
Oh, so you don't even got the cymbals on there. It's just ready to get cracked, bro.
Yeah, like it's like I had to tilt the stand down. Yeah, then I had to adjust the other joint up. Because it was like either play it on the tilt, and honestly, when I sat down, I had it on the tilt. This one drummer sat down, he set it up straight. I said, "Bro, it's hitting the stand."
Can't even angle.
So what are we doing? Like, no, like, bro, Gibraltar racks have to be like the worst contraption made. If I had a Gibraltar rack, I'm putting my cymbals like on the actual bars. That way, I could get a little bit more control. Just a little bit more. I just need a little bit more.
I haven't used any racks, man.
You've never used a rack? My first kit, my first kit, my dad got me we got a rack with it. We had a Pearl rack though. A Pearl rack with a Yamaha kit. Do you know how weird that looked?
But I bet it works.
it worked, but bro, it was a Pearl rack, a Yamaha kit, and Tama cymbal arms. It was all mismatched.
But Tama do got good hardware though.
Definitely.
Yes.
Tama has. Bro, I love Tama hardware. I cannot lie. I love Tama hardware. I love Pearl's new stuff. I do not like the fact that Pearl is trying to get with the times and switch to like the Yes mount system for their stuff. I like they changing like they tom arms, and I'm like, I mean, cool, but the way y'all mounted y'all times is what made y'all unique. Y'all had y'all have the legitimate arms.
Yeah,
like that's what made y'all unique.
That's what made Pearl unique, man. It's the way that you can mount them arms, bro. Because
It's
you
weird.
have to level that 10-inch, bro, on top of that 12.
Yeah, bro. I just found that out from Dana though. Like that's why like the tuning can sometimes be a little bit off
Right.
when it comes to your 12. I did not know that that was a thing.
Gotta hang around them guys, man. Because when I would shed with like Paige, like the OG guys, Paige, Spanky, they would sit there and talk about that stuff too, bro. So I learned a lot of that. Mountain that 10 over that 12. Maybe tuning that 12 a little bit lower than what you usually would do. To get that top head to where you need it to be. Tune that
Yeah,
lower head a little bit lower. I learned all
I
that
think
stuff from them.
I think
Armand.
that's what I hate the most is tuning the 12. I think
That
that's
12,
every
man. I
drummer's.
love tuning the 12, bro.
Really? I hate tuning
Yes,
12. I
bro.
hate tuning 12.
Oh man, bro. I I think as far as because I would do a lot of CCM stuff, so it would only require 12, 16. So
True.
that's how I got a lot more training on the 12 side than the 10 side because I was doing a lot of CCM. So I love tuning the 12, bro, for sure.
I don't know how this 12 is tuned, like at all. I couldn't even tell you. And this kit is 10, 12, 14. I have to order a 8, but the kick is a 20.
That's not bad.
Honestly, yeah, honestly, like this works for I think I'm gonna end up getting another kit to like take out, but in this space, like it works because I moved the kit over a lot more. So in this space it works because like I gotta share this space with my wife. So it's like my stuff on this side of the room. Other side is like her makeup and
Understood,
woman
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
so like it works because I had my drums originally when I first set up. I had my drums in the garage.
Now, did you have, is it like temperature controlled? No, right?
No, no. That's
That's
why
tough.
I was only out there for the summer. I could only
Right.
cut in the summer, like from the
Man.
summer
Woo.
until probably like early, early to mid October. I
Right.
can only cut.
Yeah.
So it's like I came in here one day. I'm like, look, talking to mom. I'm like, we can make it fit. We can both fit. And originally, my desk was like towards like the back corner. I'm like, we can make it fit because if we push everything to the wall, we open up the room a lot more. She's like, if you can make it work,
It's good, man.
cool.
Because,
I
yeah,
made it work because I
that,
couldn't. I only being able to practice during the summer and then during the fall of just sitting there falling off.
I mean,
It didn't
unless you
work. It
get
didn't work for me.
heaters, bro.
Yeah,
Unless you
but
get
I
heaters.
just I ain't feel like bro. Half the outlets in that garage didn't work.
I believe it, bro.
Oh, I have to. That garage door don't even let up, bro. Like
Oh,
the
man.
enclosure that I had, it's still up in the garage, but it's like covered in dust right now. It's covered in dust. I have to eventually go in there and get it out. But like I did the works. I had the garage is covered in moving covers. Like it's, but it was so hot out there during the summer. I had my fan in there with me, but I'm like, you can hear the fan blowing into the
Oh,
drum
in
mic, so it
the,
didn't.
yeah.
So I was like, I had to cut it off when I was cutting. I'm like, eh.
Nah,
But
that's
it made
tough.
the garage made the mix sound funny anyway.
Because of that room.
Yeah, when I started cutting it here, everything just felt like the acoustics were way better. And even then, it was something with my 12. I remember Russell had came over one time and we were working on the tune, and he said it's because of the way my 12 is resonating off of my snare somehow. It would make my snare sound like I didn't have the bottom mic'd. And the only way he figured that out is he hit the snare, but he put his hand on the 12-inch tom just so I can press it. It was my toms. I'm like, that's weird. It's never done it before, but we think it has something to do with being in that garage. Came in here, didn't have that problem no more.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Very. But
That's weird.
at the end of the day, like I'm glad to be in here. I have way more control. I'm right here by my computer.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was taking my MacBook outside a lot. But I find cutting off of my and like tracking myself off my iMac a lot better.
Okay. I mean, it might just be a lot less on your CPU on your MacBook
True.
if you just do it on your Mac Mini, bro. Do everything on that Mac Mini, and you can probably just do all your live stuff on your MacBook. Do all your home stuff on
Yeah.
that Mini. So it definitely makes sense because it's less stress on that CPU.
Yep. I find I got a whole lot more space on this joint, and I mean that it makes sense because of what it is. Like it's a legitimate, like it's a computer. It's not just a laptop. So
Right.
like,
Right.
bro, like it's just I don't know. It just seems more clean. Maybe
Can't
it's
be
just me,
stressing
but
you.
it just
Yeah.
it just seems more clean to me.
Can't be stressing
Why
you
I
at that
don't know.
compressor.
Yeah,
At that CPU. Nah.
yeah. Like I used to hate like on my older MacBook. I'd be in the middle of cutting and it just cut me off. Talking about I ain't got enough storage. I said, bruh, ain't
Oh,
nothing
you ain't
on
have no
here.
you ain't have no hard drive.
Nope,
Got
bro.
that
That
hard
cutting
drive.
cutting back then during the pandemic, I learned the necessity of having a portable hard drive. I learned the
Absolutely, bro.
necessity of that.
Absolute and necessity of just having just having a spot to record, bro.
Yeah,
Always
like,
just being able to work, bro. Being able to always
bro. Do you
accept
know how
that
much
call.
like back then all the work we was getting just because of the pandemic? Niggas wanted to put out stuff. Like even if it was just small collab project, just small videos. Like
You
that
needed a
was
spot.
so back then. That was so much fun. I just know Sweetwater and all these other Sweetwater, ZZ Sounds, and American
Yeah,
Music.
man.
I just
Sweetwater
know they
made
loved us back then,
they made a lot of money off of me, bro. Sweetwater. I bought like
bro.
3 snares, 10 crashes,
Bro,
bro. They
living
they
that
probably made
close,
10K off of me, bro.
bro, living that close to Sweetwater, living that close.
Oh, so yeah, right. So you can go to the store now, right?
I've been I'm in Hammond. So I
Oh,
can't
okay.
like I mean if it's only about like a 3 hour drive if I want to go to the store. But even then, it was weird because where I was living at, it's like it was called Greenwood, but it was still like in the Indianapolis umbrella. So I was living in
Okay.
Greenwood. I was working in a city called Carmel, which was about 30 minutes from my house. So, but Sweetwater is 30 minutes from my job. But from my house,
Mm,
Sweetwater was about an hour and 30 minutes away.
okay.
So
Still not bad.
still not bad. So when I was out there, I went to the store one time because I had ordered a Personas board from them. Like this is when I was first getting ready to get like my studio and everything set up, like in the beginning stages, like before the cage and all of that. So I was getting
Yeah.
all that stuff set up. I had ordered a Personas board, and when I ordered it, one of the channels didn't work. So I called them, I let them know what was going on. They was like, come to the store, we'll swap it out. We'll swap it out. You know, we're not gonna charge you nothing. So me and my wife, packed up the kids at the time. It was only the two, so we packed up the kids, went to Sweetwater. Ended up waiting at Sweetwater for like 2 hours, and I had to go to work. We went early that morning, like when they first opened, and I had to go to work. So it got later and later. I want to say it got to about like 1 or 2. I had to be at work by 4, but gratefully it's only 30 minutes away from where we're at now. So I'm getting there. We just sitting there, and Sweetwater is huge. Even bro, the cafeteria. Like I said, you
You
guys
need to
work in
go.
a building where y'all have like a cafeteria with legitimate restaurants. It is so cool in there. So going there, the guy's like, "Oh my God, you've been waiting this long?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know what? I got something for you." So he goes, and I forgot which one I had, but I think I had like the one that was like it wasn't like the normal Persona Sport that you always see, like the one that like most people have. He upgraded me for free. He upgraded me for free, and like he's like, don't worry about no price or nothing. He said we done had you waiting. About to just take this one because I don't want to give you the same one you had and you have the same problem. And plus you've been waiting. So take this one, enjoy it. I'll call you in about a week. Let me know how it's working out. That joint worked just fine. It's just I had to go back to my roots, which was Behringer.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with Behringer.
Yeah, I switched back to Behringer like when the pandemic happened. Cause yeah, like before the pandemic, I was cutting, but I wasn't cutting as much because I still had gigs. I was still traveling back and forth. And plus, like when the pandemic hit, my job wasn't doing nothing, so I was at home all the time. Brother, you know how cool it was to just sit at home and just play drums. Like my wife still had to work, but I was working in a retirement home. I think it was Cameron. I think it was. I think it was. But I was working in a retirement home at the time. So I mean, they wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't letting them old people out their rooms like that. So I told them like I was going to work to just deliver food to rooms and clocking out. Bro, I was at work for 30 minutes. Why am I driving 30 minutes to only work for 30 minutes? No, bro, I told her, I said, when y'all decide to open it back up, I'll worry about coming back. That's when I just started cutting all the time. I'm cutting, had people calling me just to do like different records. You know, that time really helped me come out of my shell as a drummer. And it started to show because I was getting calls for work. You know, shout out to Alvin White. He called me for a lot of stuff. And I'm like, dog, I was making decent money back then. Like enough to keep the bills paid during that time. So yeah, I wasn't tripping. But
Yes,
like during that time, it's like, okay, I'm like everybody ramping up their production stuff in the crib.
yes.
Like let me ramp up mine. I had the XR18, I had a P16, I had a legitimate drum enclosure. Like, bro, Sweetwater shipped that out, and it came to me like in stages.
Oh, okay.
So like the first day, it was literally just the fan. I said, y'all wasted time just delivering the fan. The next day it was the panels. The day after that it was the baffles. The day after that it was the lid. I'm saying, so y'all just gonna keep delivering it like this? I'm saying, what's the purpose of delivering it like this? Well, like during that time, like yeah, and then ended up being out here. Like when I first started cutting out here, I had a legitimate X32 because my mother-in-law, when she had her church at the time, before she had got sick and passed, she had got an X32 for the church and basically told me, like, you know, whatever happens, you know, that's yours. So when she passed, she said all the church equipment, she's like, whatever you can use, you know, I'm leaving that to you. Bro, I was cutting off that X32 every day. Cut off that X32 was so much fun. It was so much fun. And I missed that. But again, I had to downsize a lot of stuff. Like the transition back to like the Hammond, Chicago area, I had to downsize a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff got damaged in the move.
Wow.
I had snares that got damaged. I was missing equipment when we got back. I was missing like hardware and stuff. And when we moved back, we ended up in it was a duplex. So it was people living under us and we were on the top floor. So realistically, I couldn't fit that stuff in there. Bro, I had 3 kits just sitting in the hallway.
See,
kits and snares just sitting in the hallway.
Bro. I ain't gonna say that's ridiculous because, you know, I could be a drum geek as well, but all I need is two kits. One for the crib to record, and one for the for the travel.
No, definitely. I feel because it's like my wife was like, we don't have space for all of this. Like we downsized. I was like,
you're a hoarder for drums, man.
Like, bro, like it was worse when I was younger because when you don't have no bills and you can just spend your money.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
At the time I spent my money on that. Yeah, but I mean, now look at I spend my money on all of this other stuff now. So yeah, but I sit back and think about like all the gear that I've had, like over the years. I'm saying that like I'm old. Like I'm like, bro, like I want to get it back to what it used to be, but at the same time, I gotta be more realistic. Like, bro, I got 4 kids. Bro, I got 4 kids. I got 2 cars that I gotta maintain. I got a household I gotta maintain. It can't be like it once was. And honestly, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's life. That's life.
Yeah, that's life. Now, can you put that 8-inch back up there, bro?
I gotta get it.
Gotta put that and put it somewhere else on the kit.
I can
put it somewhere else on the kit, man. Or do that triangle, the triangle that that's
I
been
can't.
going
No, yo. You saw the didn't Eric Moore start that?
I think that was Eric Moore. It
I
could have
can't. I
been.
can't. But I got it.
It could have been.
It's in my Amazon cart for sure though. The 8 to this kid is in my Amazon cart. It's definitely it's coming. It's definitely coming. Trust me. I used to hate 8s, bro, because I couldn't play with them at first. It's just like when I sat down at the kid, it was weird. Like just to have that extra time.
It's not difficult. You gotta start your rows a lot earlier.
It took a while for me to get used to. But once I got used to it, that's when I started realizing, oh, I'm leading a lot with my left. But again, like we talked about before the stream started, I started off playing kit left-handed, but I figured that's how I had to, like, adding in that 8. It was just easier for me to, to hit it. But even now, I'll sometimes just skip the 8 if I don't feel like using it. I just go straight to the 10 because the hand I'm leading with is right there.
You really don't need an 8.
I remember talking to Mooch. And he told me like he went through a phase where he just did not want to play with an 8.
You don't need it. Really don't need it. It's just
definitely don't.
It's just up to I guess how you feel, man.
You hate 20-inch bass drums? If you tune it right, it'll still. You tune it right, you'll still be straight.
I wouldn't use no 20-inch either.
I wouldn't use it out.
Mixing it, Yeah.
This
studio and I'm mixing.
This kit and this finish ain't leaving this room. I don't want no scuffs. I don't want no scratches. I love this finish. I don't know what other kit I'm gonna get, but it's gonna be a kit I can take out. I don't know what other kit I'm gonna get, but it's gonna be a kit that I can take out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what though. I don't know what yet. I haven't thought about it.
Get your
you talking about when I was talking about Behringer? Like, Crit, bro, you know how I feel about Behringer. You know how I feel about Behringer. It's always gonna come back around to Behringer for me, bro.
Behringer is it?
How the X32, anything X32, anything around it, anything Midas. I'll say that anything Midas. I love a Behringer wing. I love the Midas boards. I love the
anything Behringer, man.
The new like the new inner interfaces that they got, bro. Okay. The Midas joints.
Now the interface that I'm using now, I'm still using an old Tascam. It's like 8x12
for the crib.
Yeah.
Like it. Does it cut clean?
Yes, sir. I wouldn't be using that, man. That Tascam interface is actually clean.
Yeah. I love the DP48s, bro. And Steve, to answer your question, how do I feel about the SPL cymbal stands? It's a love-hate relationship. Sound percussion, before they switched to being called SPL, those cymbal stands, lifesavers, bro. The sound percussion stands, when they were made well, when they were double braced, right. Oh, you will find them. You will find them everywhere. You will find them everywhere. Whatever this SPL crap is now, trash. Trash.
Ever since they updated it, and they updated that in the pandemic. Everything is broken now after the pandemic.
Bro, update. They thought that was an update, bro.
Because that double braced SPL, yeah, a boom stand,
bro. And then they were not expensive. Niggas going in there racking up on those joints.
$25, bro. I don't think it was no more than 50. To be honest with you,
no more than 50. I miss those, bro. I miss those days. The new ones suck. Yes, Armand, the new ones suck. The design sucks. The box just looks. It looks like it's made for kids, bro. Like, I was mad when I found out that was the new sound percussion. I said,
yeah.
And then what kills me, their sticks, they still have the old logo. Their sticks still have the old logo.
The old SPL drum kits, you can at least get a little tone out of them. You can't even get any tone out of these new ones no more, bro. No, for real. I'm for
Bro,
real.
I've been to a church that had one of the like back in the day, they had an SPL drum kit, and they had it decent. This new stuff, I
Tom
don't. They,
singing.
bro, that's what I'm talking about. These companies have been cutting so many corners
They
throughout the
have.
years. They've been cutting so
They
many
have.
corners.
They have. And just raising the price.
Yep. Dang, Steve, you just got me mad about this SPL thing. Cause I, bro, anytime you needed a cymbal stand, it was never a problem.
It
Go
was
to
always
Guitar Center,
SPL.
get you
Yeah.
a sound percussion. They were
Get you.
always
Yep.
there. People weren't thinking about buying like the Pearl stands and the Thomas
Yeah,
stands
man.
and the Yamaha stands. You go grab you a few SPL stands, you're decent.
You're
I had
decent.
a whole bag full of them.
Going there with $100, you'll probably come out with like 3 or 4 stands,
Bro,
bro.
even the boom arms, like just
Even
the
the
boom
booms.
arms with the
Yeah.
clamp.
Oh
Bro,
yeah. Well,
I
they
got
still
one
have
in
those.
here somewhere.
They still
Yeah.
sell those. Now, I'll still go ahead and get the SPL attachments. Absolutely.
The SPL attachments feel they feel the same. It's just like the standalone boom arms are utter garbage.
All right.
And I don't understand like what possessed y'all. What in y'all minds made y'all think this was a good design choice?
Bro, you really got
Terrible.
me on this Soul Tone website, dog. I'm really.
Man. Oh wait, bro, Christian, you hit the nail on the head. Them 215s, bro. You sweat, they're broke. You sweat, they're broke. I went through 3 pairs of those, and I sweated like one time.
Yep.
Literally, I shocked my ear one time.
Yep.
The pair I have now, literally,
Yep.
just went out.
Yep.
Like I stopped using them.
I stopped buying shirts like years ago, man.
Bro, I'm thinking about switching to I'm thinking about like Juicy Ear or something. Like my guy Justin Prince gave me a pair of like the Juicy Ear in-ears, and I fell in love with them. Like the drivers in there, like bro, the low end is amazing.
Okay.
But even the joints off Amazon they last way longer. The KZ or whatever they're called, they last way longer than these 215s.
Those KZs definitely, bro. I've used KZs for a year straight before I don't use them no more. Which ones, bro?
I think you're talking about the Shores.
I don't think anyone use those Shores no more, bro. I wouldn't even recommend them.
But the KZs,
those KZs are cool.
Yeah.
I think those are the ones you put me on, bro. Like 15 years ago. Or maybe it was Me Electronics. I think those are the ones you put me on.
I had those Me Electronics. I had those Me Electronics.
That's what these are. Me's.
Bro, is the design better?
They make a different design now.
Hold on.
And
let me go see.
I had got a contract with Me Electronics, bro, at a part of time. But I don't think I still have that. I need to hit them back up though.
Oh, they look.
Yeah, bro. They're actually legit now. Like legit.
Bro, these look okay.
15 years ago, I think they just started as a company.
Bro, and I found them by accident.
Yeah, they had just started, I think. And now, bro, they're amazing.
Let me go add to cart. My wife gonna see that and say no. But nah. Hey, you say you still using them. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Me Electronics, bro. Always.
Juicy 5s. No, I want to try. Bro,
try Juicy.
I love Juicy. I'm mad because I blew out one of the drivers in mine. I blew out one of the drivers.
I think my boy Lorenz is with Juicy. Let me see. Juicy Ears. I've heard just a little bit about him. I've heard way more about Empire Ears though. The Juicy 2s don't look bad at all. And it's only 110. It's only for 110.
Any of your services canceled for tomorrow yet?
Yeah, just one. Just one. You know, I still play for Bishop Johnson, bro.
Really?
We're at 12. Yeah, we're at 12.
I'm trying to see what this gonna what this because the percentage like the snow is going down like
Yes.
at the different times. Ain't none of my
There.
services canceled.
Okay, okay. Nah, man. Black folks love that church,
I still got my
Still gonna have to go to
got
church.
my 9 a.m. I got my 11. For my 9, I probably just leave early so I can make sure I get to my 11 on time. Nah, I probably just leave right after the choir. I'm gonna be out the door by like 9:45.
Oh, don't do that, bro.
No, it's
Come
another
on, man.
It's another drummer there, so he can
Oh,
get on
okay.
for the preaching board. After the choir scene, the pastor get up anyway though.
Yeah, that's normally how it go.
Yeah. Hold on, Jeffrey. Let me see. Oh, favorite instrument and favorite type of music. Favorite instrument. I mean, of course you would expect me to say drums, but honestly, I've always wanted to learn how to play bass. I just never did. Like I never like I could still like sit down and take out the time, but it's just something about locking it like bass like bass guitar and electric guitar. Those are some of like my favorite instruments. Like if I could find a dope bass player to lock with and a dope guitar player to lock with all day, every day.
And what about the type of music?
Uh I could get with like a good R&B type tune, but honestly, I mean anything pop. Like my I wouldn't even like any like pop music, R&B music, and that's on and plus I'm old school. I like Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, The Temptations. I'll sit there and listen to that stuff all day every day. Old school Motown stuff. Like if you ask me if I sit there and listen to gospel or worship music all day, no. I don't turn that stuff on unless I have to learn a song. I'll sit here and listen to like old Michael Jackson records. Sit here and like the older music, you can pull so much stuff from that era.
Yeah.
You can pull so much stuff from that era. What about you?
Um, Drums, man. Obviously. Bass, close second, bro. And gospel, man. Because I could just be myself. I can really just be myself with gospel.
I feel you. What? But now, if it is gospel, I tell everybody this all day, and some of my guys hate me for it. I will take a good CCM joint any day. I personally, I don't like sitting there playing a bump for hours at a time. I I love CCM music. I love worship music, and I'm the type of drummer. I'm sure you've noticed over the years. I I will wear out a ride. Like I I'll sit there and crash on a ride all day. Like
That's
give
why
me a
you need
ride.
that projection, right?
No, no, no. Just give me a ride. I don't tune my snare. I don't tune my snares too high, but I don't like I'm in that mid range.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Gotta
I'm
gotta have some body to that snare.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel you.
I'll play some CCM. Give me a good CCM gig. I'll play that all day. I
Yeah.
I played it all day. Like I don't need to play a bump.
Shoot, man. I need to get my help, doc.
Like 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 sometimes cool, but I'm not one that's like, oh, let me hop on play this. Like I'm like no, like
I hear
like,
you. Yeah.
I'm like y'all playing the bump cool, yeah. Get a few chops out in the middle of the bump cool, but I'm not one that just actively looking like it. Yeah, Jeffrey, I seen it. I'm gonna try to. I mean, my wife's home now, so I'm gonna try to jump in on the stream. I thought that this joint was. I thought that the other stream, that event was tomorrow, so that threw off the whole plan. Like I thought the event was later. But yeah, like it's just so much that goes into being a musician nowadays. And honestly, I wouldn't change anything about it. I wouldn't change anything about it. I went through Have you ever gone through your phase of like you just don't want to deal with it no more though?
Not yet, bro. Not yet. Well, I'm not gonna say yet, but with certain gigs, yeah. But music as a whole, no.
I get
Definitely certain gigs.
I went through my phase of I went through, and honestly this just happened. It was some miscommunication involving a gig, and when you sometimes you get in your head, like you just get tired of like being the last option, or being like feeling overlooked over something that you've done a lot. And I felt like that for a while. I'd say from the last, like I said, like the last like conference or anything that wasn't just like my normal Sunday morning. The last thing I did of that nature was in September. And then after that, it was just, bro, I didn't buy any gear, I didn't buy any sticks. I let my stick bag get down to like it was the bare minimum. It was the bare minimum. I didn't care about no gigs, nothing like that. I let my stuff just sit in here and collect dust. I just threw myself completely in on like the film critic aspect side of my life. And of course, I've been seeing success in that, been seeing growth in that. So I just was like, I gotta focus on that. But at the same time, you always have that love for, you always had that love for what you've been doing for years. I got in my head. And honestly, it was like an internal battle, like with myself, if you will. I had lost confidence in myself, but losing confidence in yourself, I felt myself starting to slip at my normal everyday, Sunday gigs. I started feeling myself falling off, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't let
Nah.
myself falter just because I don't like the way that something was handled. I can't sit there and fester in something like that, because it's just gonna affect me, you know, later on
As
down the line.
yeah.
I don't want to do that. So I'm glad I snapped myself out of that. I mean, trust me, I didn't really snap out of it until went from September to about, I want to say like November. And I hate that it even,
25.
yeah, I hate that it even lasted that long. But I mean, it was something that I needed to handle. And I mean, I'm glad I dealt with it now, because I'm in a better place mentally. And I'm starting to get my confidence back. I'm starting to get my love back for it. But it just came, I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
feel like it. I don't feel like doing it. And
Nah,
I hated that it got there.
I've definitely had my moment, I guess, with just content creation, because it was at one point in time I was on a consistent routine with posting. Then all of a sudden I stopped, man, and I just didn't care about the content portion of it. I was still playing drums, I was still doing production, mixing, um, you know, perfecting my craft, but I just wasn't doing the posting part. Um, but I guess with time, I should get back into posting. Um, it's just that posting part for me. That's it.
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you. And like even with me, like once I get like everything back to the way it used to be, I'm waiting on a few more pieces to come in till I could start like just recording and doing covers and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
for me, I want to get back to the work of it all. I want to get back to posting where people could be like, "Hey, I want you to cut such and such for me." Because me personally, I know I fell off. I know I'm starting to fall into some of the old habits that I work to get out of when it comes to drums. And I want to get back to how I was during that pandemic. I've lost speed. I've lost some endurance, but that was my own fault because I was in my own head about it. And
Uh,
I gotta do a little, I gotta do a little bit. I got more work to do. But at the end of the day, practice, like I always say, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, it makes better. And you never stop being a student of your craft.
right.
And I had miles to go before I stopped altogether. And now that I'm ready to start it back up, I mean, I just got to keep going. I'm just gonna lock myself in here like I used to do, like I did during the pandemic. Lock myself in there and just keep playing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Gibraltar, bro. Honestly, you would be better getting like some like get some like not Zildjian cymbal stand. No, like get some Tama
Definitely
hardware,
get some
Yamaha
time.
hardware,
Yeah, yeah.
Yamaha hardware, Pearl hardware.
I would recommend
Gibraltar,
Tomo. Like in
Gibraltar.
nothing
I
but
haven't seen none of their hardware in a minute.
boom stands that I would
Yeah,
work with.
yeah,
Straight stands maybe just for your crash just on the right side.
yeah.
But if you can, just all boom stands. It'll just make your life easier.
Definitely, they definitely will. I swear, by boom stands. Like I had a few straight stands at one point in time, but it ain't the same. It ain't the
Those boom
same just
stands will
having.
save your life.
Yeah. And if all you got is SP, I'm sure those joints are starting to break. I'm sure they're starting to break, bro. I'm positive they starting to break. I've seen you play, bro. I know they starting to break.
That's funny.
So another good thing that I was thinking about is this whole conversation that started around like musicians and getting paid in church and calling stuff a gig versus stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
Um, well, if you're doing a gig, well, let's just say you're doing a service, I guess. And you're getting compensated for it, and you use that money to pay any of your type of bills. You feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's money. It's a job, bro. I feel like, even though it's in the name of church, it's a job, bro. It's definitely helping
Yeah,
you get through your week, get through your month, help whoever you need to help yourself, pay bills, whatever the case you know. It's a job, bro. That's how I feel about it. If you're getting paid, if you're getting compensated, it's a job.
definitely.
I don't think that it needs to be a debate. Only if you're not getting paid. If you're not getting paid, I mean, then of course it's not a job.
All in all, you sitting there, you're doing a service for somebody. I feel as if you should be compensated unless you have an agreement to where you're going to do something for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you have an agreement. But people just acting like you're doing the work. Some drummers have to sit there multiple rehearsals a week, multiple services a week. They running loops, they doing all this other stuff. The least that they can do is make sure that the church has decent equipment. Make sure the church has decent equipment, and make sure that their musicians are being compensated well. I saw somebody. I said like, there's like they should just be grateful to do anything in the Lord's church, whatever. It don't matter what the equipment looks like. Yes, it does.
It
The
does matter.
caliber of the equipment,
God don't want no messed up equipment in this church.
nope. And plus, sometimes the caliber of the equipment can affect the way that you play. Me, I
And
can't. Yeah,
if you want people to get in the spirit and open up the floodgates of heaven, you gotta have the right equipment.
yep.
Can't be up there with no TT22 and think that you get what I'm saying and think you're gonna get your help. Come on, man. If the stuff ain't sounding right, come on.
One of my biggest pet peeves. Like I was and I've been playing them, but like my 11 o'clock, both of the crashes cracked, and I've been playing them, but I made it a habit of saying like, yo, can we make sure to replace this? Because if I have to bring my own stuff, cool, I will, but I don't want to have to do that every single week because I'm putting more wear and tear on my personal stuff that I need for stuff outside. But I have no issue with it. I have that type of relationship with the pastors and those people in charge. I make it a mission to, if I start anywhere, I want to get cool with the people that are in charge. I want to have that relationship. Of course, and by relationship, I want to have that business aspect.
Make your money, man.
Yeah.
And stay safe out there, dude.
Be safe,
Stay
bro.
safe, man.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Yeah, it's crazy.
I know
stay safe.
I think it's supposed to be stopping soon, but I mean, oh, it got out them negative digits, so it got a little warm enough for it to snow. They say 100% chance
Preaching
right
or
now.
singing in the house of the Lord, that should be free. Only if it's an agreement. I mean, if it's an agreement, I
Actually,
mean, of
honestly, some
course,
singers get paid.
yeah.
Some
Some
singers
singers,
get paid.
singers are definitely
Like
getting paid
if
now.
if you're on the praise team, I feel as if yeah, you're volunteering for that. But if you're a contracted worship
Yeah,
leader,
for a contract, man, come on.
you're a
It's a
contracted
different
worship leader.
conversation.
Yeah, and that's like that's common. That's very common now. Some worship
Different
leaders are
conversation.
contracted. Like they get paid. Like I mean, churches now they're paying for some people's housing. Like if you have to move somewhere, oh they're gonna pay you and they're gonna pay for your house. So I mean, hey, I'm all for it. You're doing a job. But Kevin, you also asked, do you think Ryan Coogler is going to win at the Oscars for Sinners? Ah, you about to bring out the other side of me. Honestly, I hope so, but I feel as if the entire Sinners crew is going to get snubbed. They have 16 nominations.
You
If
just
they
feel
don't
it.
get
You feel
one,
it.
I'm
You
going
feel it.
to have a problem.
You feel like
I'm
they're
gonna
gonna
have
get
a problem if they don't
swept under
get
the
one.
rug, bro.
And I
Man,
hate that I have to think that way, but that's just the way people are trying to
yeah.
act. People are online now talking about some y'all trying to act like this movie was so it didn't deserve 16 Oscars. You people weren't saying that when the movie was out, though. You were flocking to the
Nobody said
theaters.
that.
You
Nobody
were
said that
flocking
when the
to the
movie was
theaters,
out.
and even the people that were saying it, I'm black people, one black people
Should it
saying
be
that.
16? I mean, I ain't gonna say too much. They should get something.
They should get something. But like they got it for them to get 16 nominations. I feel the film was great. The film was great. To get
Yeah,
16 nominations, you did something right. But getting the nominations is one thing. It's actually winning the award. They
they're
got
gonna win.
snubbed at all these other
They're gonna win.
awards. Yeah, they won best score and plus some of these I know at the Astro Awards and and at the Critics' Choice Awards, I think whatever it was that just passed, I got to vote in that stuff. So, of course, when I saw something for Sinners, I voted for it. I loved the movie. I love the movie. I've rewatched it several times since. But I mean, just because I voted, don't mean that my vote's gonna be the one to push it over. And I know the way some people think. I mean, letting Marty Supreme win and Timothy Chalamet win stuff over Michael B. Jordan and Sinners, and the Timothy Chalamet movie had just come out the month before the award ceremony. That was crazy to me. That was very crazy to me. That was crazy to a lot of people. But that's how you know. That's just how the world works, especially the world that we live in now. And honestly, that's sad. But we just gotta hold out hope. We gotta hold out hope. I hope that they come out on top somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah,
Somehow.
somehow. I hope that they come out on top. It's so much white outside. I swear I see two cartel bosses fist fighting in me. Tony, bro, you is crazy. You are crazy. And Minx is crazy though. That's funny. That's funny. But and like where you at, it might be even more crazy. Like it just started snowing out here about I want to say about like 2 hours ago. And it's not even heavy. Honestly, by the time all of this is done, like Monday, I think we're gonna see some of the snow that melted. I think other places is getting it like they're getting it worse than we are.
You think so? Well, the snow.
Yeah, like the snow is getting worse than we are.
Definitely
Because
the snow.
in all actuality, like the temps that we're getting, it's supposed to be too cold to actually do anything. But since tomorrow is supposed to get up to the 20s, and that's gonna be the best it's felt all week,
All week, bro. Um,
it's supposed
you're
to
in the
stop
hungry phase
snowing
as a drummer. Yes, sir.
in the hunger.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
definitely, yeah, definitely, definitely, and keep going, bro. Keep going, keep going. Like
It didn't
you've
even
made a lot of
snow.
progress, but don't no, keep going, bro. Keep going. It's supposed to stop at 7 p.m. and start back at 6 and be snowing till about 5.
Dang.
I gotta not. But I mean, these churches didn't cancel the last time it was snowing because at the same time we done had snow.
I mean, y'all sit up there and go to work all week.
Yep.
Might as well go to church.
Might as well.
Might as well.
But I mean, I was trying to wait for Trey, but he probably got caught up in some stuff. But this will not be the last time that we do this. And like I said, bro, this link works every time. So if we could set this up like to be like a weekly thing, cool. But I mean, hey, me and you will talk more during the week about that. Because I think it'd be cool to like do this on a weekly basis.
Okay.
Just like meet up and just talk about anything that happened, especially music wise. I think that'd be really cool. And honestly, I want to do a small. Oh, before we go, how do you feel about Eric Moore's announcement?
What's the announcement?
You know, he switched to Gretsch.
Yes. From he was with who was he with at first?
DW.
Right. I was gonna say PDP. Yeah, it's the same, but
yeah, like he was with DW, but he was playing PDP.
Absolutely, that's a good move. Great move, bro. Great.
Really?
Great move.
It's just weird because he's been with DW since we was kids.
Gretsch isn't really a kid that's in our community like that, and I feel like Gretsch, he'll be able to push Gretsch into our community a little bit more because Gretsch do got some really good sounding drums, dude. I have a Gretsch snare. I can't tell you which model. It's 14, 6.5. I have a P77 on top of that Gretsch, dude. It's honestly unmatched. It's my favorite snare. The Gretsch is my favorite snare that I'm using right now. Great move for him.
So Gretsch and Aquarian, then he got his own stick company. Yeah,
he's with the well, I'm not gonna say off companies, but the unpopular companies in our community. Definitely those AQs, man. Now, Armin put me onto AQs. The heads.
Oh, them. I've always wanted to try Aquarian. I just never did.
AQs are cool. Yeah.
Lance, I live across the street from a nursing home, and a patient wandered over here knocking on everyone's door. 2 workers had to run across the street and all this snow to get her. How did she get outside? I think they're going to be fired. I'm not trying to laugh at that. But how did she get outside, bro? Like, that's the main question. How did she get outside? Trust me. Nursing home or retirement home, because I worked in a retirement home, and some of them are free to do whatever they want. But yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah.
But I think this is where we wrap it for today. So again, Xavier, I appreciate you, bro. He's the reason why I'm doing this. He gave me the idea a couple weeks ago, and hey, here we are. Great conversation. It's been great catching up with you and talking to you, bro, because it's been we go way back. We go way back.
I think it's been 15 years since we actually spoke. Since the Ignite or whatever that was.
Yeah. So yeah. But until next time, everybody, again, we're gonna keep this going. We're going to keep this going. But yeah, I shall catch you all next time. I gotta try to. I can't miss. They about to do some huge Dragon Ball event where they're gonna announce the future of the franchise, and the inner nerd in me cannot miss that.
Go ahead, bro.
I cannot miss that. So yeah, we shall talk to everybody next time.
All right, y'all.